This is a pretty serious situation as they are now talking about automatically enrolling seniors who are turning 65 into the lowest cost Medicare Advantage plan in their local area and locking those seniors in for 3 years. Well, it's all highlighted right here in this article, which I will be popping up on the screen for you in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they are talking about. And I'm also going to explain exactly why this is a really bad idea, because it removes the optionality for seniors to either take traditional Medicare or enroll in Medicare Advantage, and not only that, go in and out of plans and change their plan each and every year as these plans continue to change. You know as well as I do, all of these plans change significantly every single year. Doctors come in and out of networks, services change, networks change, offices, clinics change, co-pays and premiums change, the benefits change, a lot of these things. This is why I've said so many times in my videos recently, you gotta get a review of your Medicare plan and have a review literally every single year to make sure that you're properly covered. And not only that, do the plans change, but our personal situations and our medical situations also change. Very, very important. This is not a good proposal whatsoever. I'm going to pop this up. Now, here's what's really cool about this article. As you read through this article, you're going to see a little piece in there, some remarks out of a guy by the name of Ari Parker. Ari Parker is the co-founder of Chapter. In fact, that phone number right there is the phone number to Chapter, so you can get a free review of your Medicare plan. You've probably heard me talk about this many times before, but they right there, it's a team of trusted advisors. They will review your plan 100% for free. They have access to 20,000 plans across the country, and they will do all of that for free to find the best plan for you to make sure that you are properly covered. Now, here's the really cool part about it. Ari Parker, I've had here on the channel. My wife, Corey, myself, and Ari, the three of us, we hosted a live stream together about, I don't know, a handful of months ago, and we had this interview. It's about a 35-minute interview where Ari is talking about all of the ins and outs on Medicare, answering questions from those of you here in this community live in the live stream. It's really good stuff. I mean, this guy is very, very knowledgeable on Medicare. I'll put a link for that conversation and the interview that we hosted with Ari on this channel right here. I'll put a link for that down below in the description. If you have some time, I would highly recommend listening to that and reading it, or I should say just listening to it. Really good stuff there. Really, really a lot of great information, which, by the way, I'm also reading his book right now. I'm literally reading his book. You can see my paperclip here. That's my bookmark. Anyway, I'm literally reading his book for the second time right now. I've already read it once, reading it again, and after I get done reading it, I'm going to pass it on to my parents, tell them to read it, and then it's going to my wife's parents, Corey's parents, because they're also turning 65 right now. Really, really good stuff. All right, anyway. Let's pop this article up right here, right now. You can read through it. I'll explain the details on this. Okay, this is nuts. There's over 68 million people on Medicare right now. About 51+% of them are enrolled in Medicare Advantage. Roughly the other 48 point, whatever percent are enrolled in traditional Medicare. So it's about a 50-50 split, give or take a little bit, right? Now, here's the thing. It really depends on someone's personal situation as far as whether they need traditional Medicare or whether they opt to take Medicare Advantage. To be honest with you, both of my parents are on Medicare Advantage. Why? It makes the most sense for them right now and their medical situation, okay? So my parents are both on Medicare Advantage, but I'm sure that will change at some point where they will transition over to traditional Medicare. But for now, they feel like, hey, this is the best fit for us and our personal situation at the moment. So that's what they're personally doing. But anyway, again, why it's so important to talk to them right there. They will find all these options for you and see what plan is best for you and your personal situation and what needs you have as well. So incredibly important. But anyway, this plan that's coming out here, out of a lawmaker out of the state of Arizona, he wants to implement an automatic enrollment of all seniors aged turning 65 into their lowest cost Medicare Advantage plan in their local area. And then, not only that, the kicker on top is locking them in for 3 years. That would be really bad. I'm just going to say that much, okay? Now, as we can see here in the article as well, there's going to be some remarks from Ari Parker. Again, I just talked about him a second ago. Super awesome guy. Awesome for that interview as well. By the way, Ari, if you happen to be watching this, thank you so much for that interview. That was awesome. And by the way, your team of advisors there are helping thousands and thousands of people here in this community. Absolutely incredible. We're rapidly approaching 4,000 people here in this community that they've already helped completely for free, which is absolutely incredible. But anyway, so Ari is also suggesting this removes the optionality that seniors have. And I totally 100% agree. Here's the deal. As a senior turning 65, or if you are enrolled in Medicare, here's the thing. If you're turning 65, you have a 7-month enrollment window, 3 months before your 65th birthday, the month in which you turn 65, and the 3 months afterward, you have a 7-month window to enroll. You have a lot of optionality. You can take traditional Medicare, you can enroll in Medicare Advantage, whatever is best for you and your personal situation. And again, they're going to help you do that. Make sure to call them. Phone number's right there. It's 100% for free. They will help you find and determine what is the best option for you and your personal needs. But that's the option, okay? Medicare Advantage, just to be fair with you, is not right for everybody. It's right for about half of the population, as you saw with those statistics that was in the article and what I shared with you. About 51% of the people, it makes sense. You know, other 49-ish% of people, doesn't really make sense, okay? But anyway, but then locking these seniors in for 3 years, really bad idea in my opinion. Why? Well, for the reasons I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Plans change, co-pays change, premiums change, benefits change, coverages change, networks change. Doctors go in and out of networks all the time, right? Have you ever had this happen where you have a plan and you're like, I typically see Dr. Smith, right? Whatever. And then the next year comes by and, I can't wait to go see Dr. Smith again. And then you call to make an appointment or whatever, or you look it up to make sure there's still a network. Oh, whoops, Dr. Smith has been removed from the network, and now I have to go to some rinky-dink hole-in-the-wall clinic down the road that I don't even want to go to, and I need to go there for the next year because Dr. Smith, who I typically go to, is no longer in network. Or I could go, and then I have to pay a huge out-of-network fee. Have you ever had this happen? I have. How do I know so much about it? Because I've had it happen. It was a bad deal, right? I didn't review my plan one year. I just let it ride, and I was like, I'm good. I'm young and healthy. I'm good. Bad mentality, by the way. Okay, never think that. I might think I'm healthy, but not necessarily the case, right? Anyway, tried to go to the doctor that I typically see. Doctor's no longer in network. Awesome, that's cool. So then I have to pay this out-of-network fee, which I didn't realize, and then you get stuck with this huge medical bill. Anyway, I've had that happen. Not a fun day, okay? Anyway. Point being is that I'm 100% on board here with what Ari is saying here in this article, as well as, you know, kind of the super bad idea about this. And as much as I know about Medicare, we've got to review these plans. We need this optionality. Here's the thing. Every single year, there's 4 different windows. Well, I shouldn't say every year there's 4 windows. Every year there's 2 windows, but there's technically 4 different windows that are open, okay? 2 windows that are the most important. October 15th through December 7th is annual enrollment. The floodgates open up for every single person. All beneficiaries on Medicare have the option to go in and out of plans, to shop, to go and change their plan, whatever they want. That's the window. October 15th through December 7th, annual enrollment. That's good. We should all be doing this literally every single year, getting a review on our plan, making sure that we're properly covered, making sure that there's not a better plan out there that can cover us more properly, give us better benefits, cost us less, get us better coverages, the networks and the doctors we want to see. Very important. But then January 1st through March 31st is open enrollment, and that is specifically focused on Medicare Advantage. Again, another option for Medicare Advantage beneficiaries to change their plan, to enroll in a different plan, whatever they want. Really, really good. And again, this by far is your best resource. Write the phone number down, take a picture, call them. They will help you with your Medicare completely, 100% for free. And they've already helped nearly 4,000 of you here in the community, which is honestly absolutely incredible, right? 100% for free. But anyway, if they were to come together with this proposal here and say, we're just going to automatically enroll people in their lowest cost Medicare Advantage plan, which probably is not the best option for everybody. We already know this. Fact, it is not the best plan for everybody. It is good for about half the people, but definitely not everybody, right? So if they just automatically enroll people in their lowest cost Medicare Advantage plan, and then they're locked in for 3 years, that could be really bad and really detrimental for literally a lot of the seniors out there who during a 3-year period of time can't go in and out of plans and they're just stuck. What about the fees that are going up? What about the networks that are changing, the co-pays and the premiums that are changing, the benefits that may be reduced or removed or whatever? That'd be really bad for a lot of people, right? There would be so many seniors getting stuck with massive medical bills or simply not even going to doctors because they would be afraid, hey, I have this horrible plan. if I go to a doctor, I'm going to get stuck with this huge medical bill. I don't have the money to pay it. I'm not going to go to the doctor, and then their health is sacrificed as a result. Bad idea. Bad idea, right? And just like Ari Parker is talking about here in this, and again, in that interview that I had with him here on the channel, again, link down below. I'd highly recommend taking the 30, 35 minutes, whatever it is, and listening to that really good stuff. I'll put it down below in the description. What he's talking about as well, this completely eliminates the optionality. Not a good idea. Everybody's situation is different. That's why they have 20,000 plans across the country, to give that optionality to seniors to find the best plan. And again, they're going to do that for you 100% for free. So, nuts. Anyway, just want to point this out for you really quickly. Let's cross our fingers that this does not pass, because if it does, it would be ugly. It'd be really ugly for a lot of people. We need that optionality. We need the ability to go in and out of plans, review those plans, and we need that annual enrollment and the open enrollment literally every single year, so that we can talk to a professional like them right there completely for free to find the best options for us and our personal situation. I'll just tell you my personal situation. When I shop for a plan, I don't necessarily look for all these extra coverages like, oh yeah, I want, to be whatever. The main thing that I look for is vision coverage. Why? I'm blind. My eyes don't work, right? So I need to go to like very sophisticated retina specialists so they can shine super bright lights in my eyes and be like, yeah, your eyes look really bad inside there, right? This is literally the case. So I need to make sure that I have the proper vision coverages so I can go to these high profile retina specialists who can literally do these testings and do all this fancy stuff that they do that's honestly not very pleasant. I've done it many times. It's not very fun. But anyway, so I can go to them and then it's covered for me rather than having all these other ancillary coverages that I don't necessarily need. The biggest one for me is vision coverages. I need that because I'm being seen like annually from these retina specialists who really need to conduct multiple different tests, and that stuff is super expensive. I've seen the bills. Luckily, I don't have to pay much of it, like a little copay, and that's about it. But that's super important for me, right? Anyway, super important. I'm going to keep watching this for you very closely. I'll keep you posted. Otherwise, again, give them a call. If you're on Medicare, if you're one of the 70 million people on Medicare or 68 plus million people on Medicare, give them a call. They will work with you 100% for free, finding you the best plans. And again, they've helped nearly 4,000 of you here in the community at this point. Absolutely incredible. All right, anyway, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please feel free to share the video. Big share button right down below. Like the video, like button down below, thumbs up button. Otherwise, please share that phone number with anybody you know that is on Medicare, with your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, siblings, social media, anybody you know on Medicare. Please share that phone number with them and share this video with them as well. Very important, so we can all understand what's going on. And lastly, check out that interview down below in the description with Ari Parker, the co-founder of Chapter. Again, that phone number right there. Interview with him handful of months ago here on the channel. My wife and I and him having a chat about Medicare. Really good stuff. Watch that video. I have it linked down below. All right, anyway, enjoy. Have a